What's going on, guys? MultiKillsHD here, as most of you guys probably already know. So guys, in this video today I want to go ahead and talk about something that has been happening on Destiny as of late. So here is one of the problems with Destiny. For right now, currently in the game, there is no punishment for leaving games. So during the Iron Banner, a lot of the times you'll see one of two things. You'll either be dominating the other team and they'll start to leave, or you will be getting dominated and you'll leave. And right now there's no incentive to really stay in these games at all. I mean, heck, even if I start to lose in, a game of Iron Banner or whatever the case is, and I know that there is no chance to come back, I usually just leave the game early. That amount of time I could use to another game and pretty much already get a lead. If you do lose a game, you pretty much get absolutely nothing in terms of how much time you spent into, XP for the Iron Banner, or the Crucible marks, whatever the case is. And it seems like whenever you win a game, you kind of get like over rewarded. It's a little bit too much because now you gotta look at it, well, if you don't win, well, there's no point in even staying in the game because, like I said, you can put that time right back into another game, and by the time that game's over, the one that you previously left, you could already probably have gotten pretty close to winning a game. Now, this is one of the problems that has been kind of really odd, because Bungie, having Halo in the past and having, severe punishments if you guys leave the game early on the Halo series, and also being owned by Activision, who also has Call of Duty League Play, which if you leave on there you get a 5-minute probation, and then you look at the mix between the two companies and there's nothing there for people that leave the game early. It's kind of odd to say the least, because honestly that is what this game needs. Now, I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about the League Play system on Call of Duty and the matchmaking if you leave the game on Halo, and I kind of found a little bit of a middle ground, I think. We don't want to have 5 minutes, that's a little bit too extreme, but on the other hand, we don't want to have Halo where it wasn't enough, I don't think. So here's what I was thinking. Instead of having the current system where if you win, you get a ton of XP, if you lose, you get absolutely nothing and no Crucible marks hardly, they could do what they did on Halo Reach. They did a slot machine. Now, the slot machine on Halo Reach was absolutely amazing because it was fun, because you never knew what you were going to get. So here is what they did on Halo Reach. At the end of the game, everybody would have a chance to get a roll at a slot machine. It could be anywhere from 15,000 XP, 15,000 credits, or somewhere in the ballpark of somewhere in between. Now, this is something that ended up being very, very unique, because Halo Reach did a lot of things absolutely wrong with the game, but they did a couple things that were nice, such as the slot machine. Now, if you stayed to the end of the game, you had a chance to get a roll at the slot machine. If you left, you didn't get it. So here is the reason that everybody stayed. Even if you lost, you still could get 5,000 to 10,000 credits just by staying in the game instead of leaving. And that gave a lot of people, just play it out. Even if you're doing bad, just give them the win, whatever the case is. Just make sure to give the entire game a go. Don't leave in the middle of it, whatever the case was. And that seemed to work very well. And I was thinking about this because here's the problem that I could see out of this. With a slot machine, it's always random. So if you're winning, you can't get the same prizes as if you're losing. Then there would be no incentive to, have anybody even play the game at that point. But here is what I was thinking. If you get the slot machine, everybody has a fair chance to get it. If you got the winning team, you get double whatever you rolled. If you're on the losing team, you only got whatever you rolled, and that was it. So it would be double if you won. If not, you got half. And I think that would be really unique, because even some games you might be able to get something good on the slot machine and get better than what the enemy team got. And I think that's pretty much the only middle ground on this game at this point, because there's not a whole lot you can do. I know the slot machines at the end of the game pretty much are ready on Destiny, as in terms of getting a random weapon or armor, but honestly the rewards in there aren't that great, and maybe it would be kind of nice to see some glimmer in there, or maybe some XP or something like that, maybe even more Ascendant shards, something along those lines. But that's what I'm thinking about this entire situation. But something does need to be done, because people are leaving games left and right, and at this point it's getting out of hand, because every single game I get into now, if somebody doesn't get, a head advantage on somebody within the first 5 minutes, they end up just leaving the game, and there's no punishment at all for them, and there needs to be something done. But anyways, guys, I want to hear your guys' feedback in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm MultiKillsHD, and I'm out.